Hello and welcome to an episode of Tipsy Gossip. I am Mixx here with the host Marcy Diamond and Kinshok. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good. Just a little nauseous. I don't know why.
It's one of them days. How you feeling, Kinshok?
I'm all right. Glad I'm done with work for the week.
Hey.
And of course, we got a comment from Ren Chesky. He says, Marcy Diamond, yo.
Yo.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but let's roll with it.
Yo.
All right. So the big news, let's just get right into it. How do you feel about Cardi B watching the show, giving us a like, all that good stuff? How y'all feel about it?
You go first.
I'm just excited because I was just randomly checking it because it seemed like it had an abnormal amount of viewers on it on the Twitter stream, and I was saying, let's see who all watched it, and I was like, do, and they said Cardi B. It had to verify check. I was like, yo, this can't be the real Cardi B. And like I went to the page, it was Cardi B. She watched it and gave it a thumbs up. So we got the cosign from Cardi B. So if you're watching this and you see the Cardi B in the title, get a video thumbs up, subscribe, let us know what you think, comment, you part of the Barty gang. You part of the Barty gang. I got the same thing. You part of the Barty gang, you part of us now. We all good.
Yeah.
How you feel about it? What you think about when I told you about it?
I thought you were joking. I said, nah. So I looked into it. I'm like, oh my God, you're right. That was amazing. I couldn't believe it.
No, I had to send you the screenshots.
Yes.
Kinshok.
I was just over here going, oh my God. So I fangirled all the way out.
Yeah, we official now. We got our first celebrity cosign, and it's all downhill from now.
Yeah, right.
That's more than just a celebrity because you're a celebrity, but we talking about world phenomenon now.
Mega.
What's up, Alex? He says, hi, Marcy Diamond.
Hey,
looking
Alex.
good, pretty lady.
Oh, thanks.
Alex, make sure you get a video thumbs up, subscribe, subscribe, share the stream, tell everybody to come watch. Let's get a good conversation going.
Yes.
Oh man, so we're our newfound fame. We should see, all the Cardi B fans come in and support us also, give us our thumbs up, share it. If you're watching this, leave a comment, share the stream, share it to your 28 million people on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? That's all we ask them.
Lord.
That's all we ask them. Just share it one time. No biggie. Offset, if you watching, you can share it too. We fans of both, what I'm saying? It's all good.
Yep. Absolutely.
So, what y'all think of the attention?
I hope it keeps coming. I like that. It's nice to see that you're coming on here, you're doing this, you're showing up, and people like it. That's a good feeling.
It's a very good feeling.
I love it.
Kinshok?
The fact that I got called out in the comments on one of these videos freaked me out. It's freaking me out. I'm just like, no.
You got called out.
Well, I got questioned. There was just some questions for me. Just nothing big, but
wow, cool.
But
I get called all the time. I got told I was going to get exposed on Twitter because I'm a Freemason. I'm gonna get exposed for that. So I'm like, if I'm already saying I'm one, how you exposing my saying that I'm one? Of course, nothing ever happened because of it, but it was just funny. They said they're going to expose me.
That was weird.
Yeah, well, people have weird ideas about the Freemasons, and I don't know enough about them to say anything one way or the other, so I just keep my mouth shut. But I don't know. Marcy, I'm sure you enjoy the attention. Roz, I'm sure you enjoy the attention, but just seeing my name like in the comments, it weirded me out.
Wow.
I'm very, very introverted, and it's just like, okay, I don't ever want anybody on the internet to say anything to me.
Mhm.
But I'm glad that people are watching.
Watching and keep commenting and all that good stuff. So keep it up. Thanks for the support. Thank you, Cardi B, for the cosign. We're gonna use that to death. So where do you wish to start?
How about with what I was gonna send you at 3:30 in the morning, but I didn't because I didn't want to wake you up.
You should have sent it to me. Well, I can't share the pictures. But what's his name?
Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee posted his full-on
Meat.
yes, on Instagram. I don't know, and his caption was "Oops."
Let me guess, your kid grabbed you.
No, I'm there on Twitter at 3 something in the morning. Couldn't sleep. Grabbed my phone. I'm like, what in the world is this? He put it everywhere: Facebook, Twitter, IG, and then someone said it was on IG because they were on Twitter and said it was on IG. And I looked at it. I'm like, this is crazy. My whole account got taken down for twerking in pajama pants. Pajama pants. That was the last one that got taken down. So that's why I'm on number 14. But then I hear this morning, it took 5 hours for that to come down. And he's not penalized. It was on Facebook. It was on Twitter, they said. And IG. And as of today at 2:00 in the afternoon, it was still on Facebook, but I don't know.
I'm shocked it's still on Facebook. Twitter, I get. Let me see if I can somehow show this without showing this.
What
Was
I'm
it
wondering,
Wednesday you couldn't sleep?
say what?
Was it Wednesday you couldn't sleep?
Yes.
So it's still
That's
up on his
weird.
Twitter. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that's weird because I didn't go to bed until 4:00 in the morning on Wednesday. I just could not go to sleep.
Wow.
So maybe it's something in the moon.
Yeah. Maybe.
So it's still up on Twitter. It's been up for 15 hours. He's promoting his new album. That's what it is. He's trying to promote his new album. So I figured he's figured he's gonna show it all. Just promote his new album.
Dang. It's still on Twitter, but see, they're never gonna take it down on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's not gonna take it down. Facebook might, you know what I'm saying? Facebook should, because they take down everything.
Yep.
It's definitely Instagram. Instagram is they take down everything quick for some reason. Instagram is so annoying.
Yeah.
It is the worst. I'm sorry. I never got into Instagram. I did for a little bit. The only reason I got on Instagram because of the verses, with all the versus battles. That's the only reason I got on Instagram. That's the only reason. And like now it's like I barely use it. I post stuff every once in a while, but they won't let me go live because of stuff I posted before. They said because of my video talking about the Trump supporters. Now I can't go live on Instagram. So
Can't speak your mind.
it's just wild because I was bullying. According to all the even YouTube said I was bullying because I was talking about them waiting for a man to return from the dead, but I'm bullying them. But
Wow. Not fair. There's so many double standards.
Well, he probably I vaguely remember that discussion, but did you use any triggering words like they were stupid or that it was dumb or?
I said that, and they said I was bullying because I said something was stupid.
This got a whole. You showed that list, the whole list of words or whatever that are trigger words that will get stuff taken down, banned, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like,
I mean, I don't. It's the trigger. I get people get triggered. Okay, I'll do my best, but sometimes it's like it's going too far. And then even when people are like even writing out what happened, you can't say rape, you can't say suicide. I mean, it happened. We don't want it to happen, but you still have to talk about it. You just can't take the word away. It doesn't take away what happened.
Yep.
You should be more upset by the action than the word.
Yep.
The word shouldn't affect you more than the action.
I have come around to your way of thinking on that political correctness has gone too far. When I heard somebody say they unalived themselves. I was like, no, that's not what they did.
You're right.
That's not what they did. But
Yep.
because they didn't want to get in trouble, that's how they had to say it in order not to get their video taken down. And I was like, okay, this is getting beyond ridiculous now.
Yep. Having to talk all fucked up and weird now and say things that just are not really accurate as to what happened. We should be able to say that somebody, I mean, if you're not sitting there saying that what they did to themselves is amazing and wonderful and yay, so glad they did it, you're stating that something
It's
happened.
a medical term.
Yeah.
It's a medical term. That's what they put in the jacket at the medical or the coroner's office. That's what the box they mark. They don't mark the unalived box.
Right.
George Carlin talked about this back in the day too. He's talking about how where people getting too sensitive because they didn't want to say shell shocked for the soldiers, and they changed them. They put a different, how they stopped saying it because it was too hard, too harsh.
It was too jarring, but it described the condition perfectly. But because it was too jarring for people to hear, they softened it to something else, and now it's down to PTSD.
I'm very sure they're gonna soften that too, because. But yeah, the whole and like people be like writing stuff out and they like edit their words to like not show it. I'm like, I still know what you're talking about. If you edit out the A in the word, that's one letter. You're not. It doesn't make sense. So I mean, and I've never been one of those guys talking about the world's too PC or too soft, but it's getting ridiculous.
And I think if a child is old enough to read the word, they can figure out what the word is. But I think the concept of that is designed to keep younger children from, because they don't have the processing skills to figure out that that's what that is, because they don't have that concept in their head yet. So I think that's how they're justifying it. I think it's ridiculousness, but I better be careful with that word before they take it away from me.
Be careful what you're criticizing, ma'am.
Yeah, you can't say stupid. You can't say, I get the R word, not saying that, but stupid and crazy and insane crazy. It's spaz. I mean, it's just.
I understand spaz though, because that's actually it's like a ridicule of the condition, because the condition's full name is spastic.
I never knew that. I thought that word was created for people that spaz out. Like I never knew.
No, it's like a neurological condition, because there's a word in front of it and I can't remember what it is, but it's actually, the word is spastic, and they started calling people spazzes because they were being derogatory towards them, but it's actually a play on the condition. And I get that one. I kind of get that one, because that's kind of rude. The people that have the condition can't help it. But I mean, if you call somebody crazy, maybe they're acting crazy.
Or maybe they are crazy, because I've known a lot of people like, yo, you're crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but you might need therapy. Like,
I can't believe the shit you can get away with though. And I saw a shirt that said midget tossing contest, or I'm the winner of a midget tossing contest. I was like, are they serious about that? So I looked it up, and that used to be something that they did in bars, and I never knew that.
Yeah. That was like 90s. I want to say late 90s-ish.
Yep. But it's not like they grabbed them and forced them to do it. They signed up to do it.
That doesn't make it any better.
Yeah.
If you watch Wolf of Wall Street, that's the first scene in the whole movie. In Wolf of Wall Street, that's the first scene. Is that?
Oh, I never saw that. Oh,
I'm pretty sure if you just go to YouTube and type in first scene of Wolf of Wall Street, you'll see that.
Wow.
But it is okay. I have a question, and this is a legitimate question. Is midget a medical term? Because dwarf is.
Midget is.
Dwarfs are defined by a certain height and body structure. Is midget not a medical term?
I don't think so.
Okay, so then that would make a difference.
It's supposed to be a derogatory term, from what I heard. because I was looking all this up because I'm friends with Kylie, and when we went to New York, I said, "What do I say? Because you're a
Yeah.
little person. Do I put little person?" She says, "Nope, put midget." And I'm like, "Really? Okay." So,
Because she knows that that's going to get more attention.
hmm
Yeah.
and she said it's a fetish, so it doesn't bother me. I'm like, "No way." But when I saw it, it was actually a shirt, and now that I think of it, it said dwarf throwing. It's a dwarf throwing thing you wouldn't understand. And I thought, in this day and age, it was selling on Etsy. And I thought, in this day and age, there's
It was
still
just like on Etsy.
is selling on Etsy.
Etsy is super strict. I'm surprised it's on there.
I couldn't believe it.
I got banned off of Etsy.
Really?
I was selling pop sockets straight from China, and they banned me.
Kidding. I can't believe they would do that.
Yeah, I was making bizank too, but
This
somebody lied and said they didn't get it, and I was like, "Here's the tracking number. It said you got it, so don't try to don't do that."
Wow, that's messed up.
They try to make it like I never mailed. I was like, "No, here's your tracking number. It's going strictly to your address. Don't try to play me. You're not getting a refund."
Why do people do that? That's just like people don't want to pay for art. Like when I went to the Comic-Con at the Monona Terrace, the guy was selling a comic book, and I wanted to buy it. And he had reversed the books. One was 25 and one was 45. And he had reversed the books. And he said that'll be $47.99 or whatever with tax. And I was like, it's just $25. And he's like, oh, I put it in the wrong spot. I said, I'll pay the price, that what it's worth, because there was an honest mistake on his part. But a lot of people would have argued, no, I said $25. I'm only giving you $25. Pay the artist what he's worth, what he's asking for, or learn how to do it yourself. I can't draw, I can write, but I can't draw. So I'd have it wouldn't be a comic, it'd be a book. But yeah, I don't understand why people do that. It annoys me to no end.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue about it. I probably would have like, ugh, you got me for the 25. Let me think about the 47.
No, I knew that was probably the $47 book.
Oh, okay.
Because it was like this thick. It's like a novella or no, what are they called?
Graphic novel?
Yeah, graphic novel. Yeah, manga is anime, right?
I don't know that stuff.
But yeah, it's a graphic novel, okay? And the other one was smaller, still a graphic novel, but not as involved. So, I'm like, okay. But, I was like, I'm not going to rip you off because you made a mistake. Because he looked at the prices and he was like, oh, dang, I did do that. No. But they gave me some free comic books. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go away.
Oh, that's cool. As long as he's like,
and he signed it. And so I'm like, all right, I'll take that. Because, someday it may be worth something. My kids are already fighting. I'm not even dead yet. I'm not even sick. And they're fighting over. They're like, I get all your collectibles, right? No. I'm like, no, you can't have my collectibles. I haven't bought a new one in a while. I probably need to.
No, you don't. So, trigger words, people being triggered. I'm pretty sure it's going to get to a point where people are just going to be saying outrageous stuff. Well, it's already at that point, just to go against the grain. So, and that's what I really hate because,
But I mean, they can pass a law that says don't say gay. What?
Who passed that law? Where do you see that
in
at?
Florida.
Oh God.
Sorry to crap all over your state, but
oh, it's the worst state ever. It is.
I don't know. Texas trying to take over for that spot. Texas running, even though I love Houston, the stuff that's going down, I was like, I can't do it. I love Houston though.
But the states you need to watch out for is them Dakotas and like Nebraska, them real quiet states that don't say nothing. Them the ones you gotta watch out for. You will never catch me driving through Nebraska ever.
They busy with the meth, so they not too concerned.
Watch it now.
Shout out to all people watching in Nebraska and the Dakotas. We love y'all. It's just jokes. It's just jokes. We know not all y'all on meth.
Right. We don't want to get in trouble for something just joking around.
I can't remember who's.
We get a Cardi B cosign, we get canceled the next day.
One of the states actually has that as a slogan. Meth, we're on it.
Is it New Mexico? That's like
no, it's not New Mexico. Maybe, I don't know. I can't remember which state it is, but I have to look it up. But it's like their campaign against meth.
Oh, that doesn't sound like it's against it.
I know.
They're doing a Jedi mind trick.
This is not the drug you're looking for.
That's just crazy.
I just looked it up and it says meth, we're on its shirt. Oh my gosh, they even have the shirts. Oh my god.
Is it New Mexico?
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Oh geez. That's a little bit poor taste, really.
I mean, but how many people? Okay, how many people are in South Dakota total? I mean,
it's not many, given the size of the state.
Don't they got like one area code for the whole state? I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but I remember back in the day,
it might be Wyoming.
I think
there's like eight people per square mile per capita or some shit like that. Wyoming has very few people in it, and it's a big state.
Why? Does it get cold or something?
It's Wyoming.
Just land. That's about all they got there. I don't know anything about that.
I think a lot of it might be federal land too. So I don't know. I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that one. But
all right, let's stop shitting on other states.
I don't think that's what we were doing, but okay. Moving on.
Well, I was, because we saying they own meth, and we had to name like 5 states that could be it.
But, okay, they didn't think that through, but at least they're trying to do something. They recognize they had a problem.
What's the worst state you ever been to?
Nebraska.
I want to say Minnesota, but I know the Twin Cities are not like the rest of the state. Minnesota's a lot like Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, you have Madison, Milwaukee, fairly decent cities, and then the rest of the state is just all hell breaks loose. You know what I'm saying? So Minnesota, you have the Twin Cities, and you start going up north, and you might not want to be up there. I learned the hard way. So
yeah, that's kind of like how it is here in Green Bay. It's okay, but it's for 2 reasons. They got Lambeau Field and they got a prison there. So which side you're gonna land on, you never know. But yeah, when you start getting up there like Superior and
matter
of fact, you ain't even gotta go that far north from Wisconsin. You can go to Arena and catch it.
Arena, see, that would be sounding nope, not messing around. Speaking of messing around in areas you shouldn't, we haven't been on. So Brittany Griner sentenced to 9 years in prison for having her vape pen with the THC less than 1 gram. She got 9 years. That she's going to do a little bit because they're not making no progress on these negotiations to get her out. So, your thoughts, everyone?
Is it just because they're not making any negotiations because who Russia wants back is somebody that it doesn't equate what happened to what she did? It's not even fair.
It isn't, but they would. I'm not sure. I'm not too up to date on how they negotiations are going, but people are saying like, "Yo, we need to get her out," but why are we giving up the one of the worst people on earth to get her? You know, so
the person that they want in exchange for her is not a nice guy. But now what they're doing is they're offering prisoners the opportunity to go fight in Ukraine to like shorten their sentence or get them out if they survive the war.
Crazy.
Wow.
But she knew she was going to Russia. Why would you do that?
They were saying that they told her not to go because they knew things were getting crazy over there. Well, it's not the best time anyway to go there, but they said they was telling her not to go, but she just like, yo, I'm gonna make this money. I think she's making like close to $1 million for going over there playing basketball for the short time. So that's hard to resist when she only getting like 400,000 from the WNBA.
Then leave your vape pen at home.
She must have really forgot to do something like that. She must have forgot.
You don't forget.
I don't want to shit on Brittany Griner, but I remember there was an ESPN special about her. And I was like, yo, I need to show this to my daughter because, my daughter plays basketball. I said, let me watch it first so I can see what type of, person she is. And her training habits is the best. All she did was like eat junk food and work, that type of thing. And like didn't, kind of lazy. I mean, I hate to call her lazy, but she didn't work out and her trainer was saying if she really put her all into it, the sky's the limit. She would be unstoppable. But she's 6'9" going against people who are 6'3", 6'4". So of course, you think you don't really need to work out that much.
Is she better than every single person in the NBA? Is she or WNBA? Is she like the best?
She could be, but she doesn't work at it. The guards are doing because they got her speed and quick feet and get around her. But they were saying like if she truly worked out and got in the gym and stopped eating junk food, because like on the special I saw, she showed her bag she was packing and she like packed some clothes and it was like M&M and gummy bears and all that shit. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? But so I could picture how her just being lackadaisical about it, just putting her vape pen and like not thinking about I'm finna go to the airport and things are really tense as hell right now. It's not a good idea. But I don't want to blame her because it's very weird because it's like, what are you doing?
She got caught on their end, right? She got caught in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the thing that I fail to understand about the majority of, especially Americans. You walk around all day, every day with a computer in your pocket. A quick Google search would have said, don't take that vape pen to Russia. You can't take it from here to, I don't want to say Colorado because you can smoke it in Colorado, but say from here to Utah, from Wisconsin to Utah, I can't take marijuana. If I'm going that far for that kind of money, I think I want to know what I can and can't bring.
She's been going there for you. I'm guessing she's probably done it a few times already.
Ooh,
and just figure like, you know what, they haven't called me yet, it's just a vape pen. And
wow. I'm surprised they even know what that is if they don't even allow that stuff over there.
Oh, they know what to look for. That's the thing about countries that hate drugs. They know what to look for.
But I mean, I don't think vaping is illegal there, is it?
It's THC. It was THC in the vape.
No, but the vape itself isn't illegal.
No, it's not. But
that's what I'm saying. So I mean, they have vape pens over there. They know what they are, which means that they know what they can be used for, which is probably what made them check into it. So that's what that was my question is. I mean, like if you went to let's just say North Korea, I highly doubt North Korea has vape pens. I'm just guessing, but because very little gets in and out of that country. So let's just say they don't have vape pens there. They would be automatically suspicious of it. But what made them suspicious of it this time? Because they have vape pens in Russia. So that's not why it stood out, because it was a vape pen. Something else alerted them. Probably.
Well, you know how sometimes, how even in the U.S. you go through TSA, and sometimes some airports are real lackadaisical about it, like, okay, go ahead. Okay, they don't do a real strong check, but you might get that one guy, Mr. Top Flight, who really wants to go through your baggage and like, oh, what's this? I see something. I got action. Been going through your stuff. Whereas any other time you get the guy, what's that? Oh, that's just a vape pen. Okay, go ahead. Not paying. You don't. It's all about who you get So pretty much this is what she's doing 9 years for this much, which is ridiculous. But she had to know. She'd been going there for years. She had to know, like, hey, I mean, I'm pretty sure one of her teammates put her aside, like, yo, I seen you got a vape pen. Be careful, because if you get caught with that here, they're gonna throw the book at you because they don't like drugs here. I'm pretty sure her team, her coaches, her team owners, like, yo, look, we know you like to dibble dabble, but don't bring it because they gonna put you under the jail.
Yep.
And
she definitely didn't know who to contact there to get any. Because they can lock you up. I believe they can lock you up there for just asking about it. If you like, if it's an undercover or something.
listen, and that's the thing about a lot of weed heads. They don't think. They just think it's just a plant, and just try to get by. This is like back in the day when Michael Vick tried to sneak weed in when he was going to Jamaica. Like, are you not thinking? Where are you going? You're going to Jamaica. Why are you trying to sneak weed to there? That's ridiculous. So that's why I can never be a weed head, because they don't really think.
It depends on the weed head. But I do believe that there's psychological dependence on it, because it's like 8 o'clock, get up, 8:15, make my coffee, 8:30, smoke. So I think there's psychological dependence on it.
Yeah, but they couldn't tell you you're not addicted. I gotta smoke every morning, but I'm not addicted.
You're not physically addicted, but you're psychologically addicted. I mean, like if somebody stops smoking marijuana, they don't go through withdrawal symptoms like alcohol or heroin or meth. They don't go through those kinds of. They don't have physical reactions to not smoking marijuana. What they get is irritable and frustrated, and because it's a psychological addiction. It's not physical. They don't have any physical, like they're not throwing up and they're not shaking, and they don't have the DTs and all this. They're just irritable because they want to be high. Well,
yeah,
I'm not mad at that at all, because every once in a while you need to get high. I'm sorry, and if your high is drinking, if your high is getting high,
yep.
Well, here's an interesting fact. The whole pandemic, I did not drink. A lot of people started drinking during the day, and some people I know started 8 to 4:30. Sober as a nun. 4:31.
Wait, what was that noise? And what was his name?
Shut up.
I drank.
His name was Ian J.
I drank every single day of the pandemic. That 30 days we had to stay home. I drank every day. I was like, that's it. I'm going on vacation in my house since I can't leave. I'm drinking every single damn day, going in the pool, and that's what I did.
But I had to work.
I had to work too.
I had to keep my 8 to 4:30. I mean, I can do my job intoxicated, but I don't want to be because my boss might call at any moment.
Right.
I'd be like, hey, what's up?
Can't have that.
Exactly. I'd be fired the next day. So, but I've been referred to as a functioning alcoholic. As long as they keep the functioning in front of it.
Right.
I started some bad routines during the pandemic, like terrible routines.
Did you stop them?
Yes, I did. Well, it was just, I wasn't going nowhere. I wasn't doing anything. And I would just get up, start working, take a shower on my break, and put on the same clothes and just keep going. And because I wasn't, nobody was coming over. I wasn't going nowhere. So it was, I'm glad that's over.
Well,
yep.
My dad was here for the first part of it. So that was interesting. But we have a staff meeting every week, and at the time my boss had it in the morning, and it was always like at 8:30, and my dad can't eat his breakfast until after 8:30 because he had to take his medication. So I'd have his 8 a.m. meds sitting out on the table for him, and then I'd have to fix him breakfast after, he took his meds. And my coworker was like, "I want to know what you were fixing him for breakfast because it took you like 5 minutes." I was like, "Cereal." That's what he wanted.
Cereal's good, man.
Frosted Rice Krispies.
Yes, and I love Cocoa Puffs. That's mine.
Everybody, leave us let us know in the comments what you think. You getting any bad habits during the pandemic? Let us know what you about Brittany. Let us know what you think about Brittany Griner in the comments. What else? Let us know about the unfair practices of Instagram and about nudity and just booty shaking. And let us know. Let us know, Cardi B, if you're watching. Keep commenting, keep liking us. Let me see. What else do we have to talk about today?
I forget now.
So basically, about Brittany Griner, stay up.
Political correctness.
Let us know your favorite banned word in the comments.
Oh my gosh, isn't it crazy? Banned. Actually banned.
And I hate when people say I'm gonna get canceled, or like Whitney Cummings posted like an R. Kelly joke. She said, "This is gonna get me canceled." I'm like, nobody's gonna cancel you. Just stop.
True.
And then everybody's talking about Andrew Tate's gonna get canceled. Nobody's gonna cancel. He's not in nothing to get canceled from.
Who is he?
He's some self-proclaimed alpha male, one of those types who.
I gotta look him up.
Is he the one with the masseuse?
I don't know if he has a masseuse.
Well, this guy was talking and he was being given a massage while he was speaking.
Kickboxer.
Yeah, and like people are like, he's going to get canceled. I'm like, he's not going to get canceled. He has no sponsors. He just has a big following on. He has a little bit of a following on
misogynistic content. Doesn't that mean you're against women?
Yeah.
Listen, I did a scene with someone that I had no idea was misogynistic. I had no idea beforehand. I would have never done the scene with them. And then he would pop up after I followed him on Twitter. I'll tell you who it is after. And I would see these comments about women and fake body parts, and I'm putting his name in the private chat.
Make sure it's the private chat and not the real chat.
It is. You can look him up if you want, but his
that sounds familiar.
His Twitter is like full of. He has a podcast where all he does is talk shit about women, and I started thinking, man, dude, you hate women. You fucking hate us. Why'd I do a scene with you? He acted so sweet and everything, but everything is about fake body parts. I wonder if he still has his podcast.
Yeah. Okay. I just looked him up. He's he's like the same thing like an Andrew Tate. He claims to help men deal with women and help men, how to talk to women and treat women, and all it is just like him, like, trying to be I'm an alpha male, and my woman, she should know that she should be cooked for me, and like those type of guys. It's like, hold on one second.
Wow.
A true alpha male does not have to tell you they are an alpha male. You will know.
Right.
And true alpha males don't hate women.
Let me see if I can find a quick video of this guy. And then we can move forward.
It says that he helps guys around the world know how to fix their sexual problems, and also people around the world how to deal with women.
Alex says Cocoa Puffs is his favorite too.
Yummy.
Okay, let me see if I can find one.
It's ridiculous though, shitting on women. That's not helping people to. I don't know what you think you're doing by all these fake women with fake body parts. You're doing scenes with them.
I'm not transgender. I'm not anti any of these things. What I am anti your worldview on other people's children.
Wait, let me find
if you're
something.
gay and you can't have kids,
Well,
mess it
that
up.
was interesting. Let's listen to that
Why
one.
do you now believe it's your right to go to other people's kids and tell them how to think? If you've decided that the type of sex you want to have will prevent you from procreating, that's your decision, right? You've decided that having sex with women isn't worth it for you. You don't want to have children. You want to have sex with men. Fine, your decision, and you're entitled to it. That does not give you the entitlement to go to other people's families who did decide to have children and raise them and try and program their children. Leave the kids alone. You can be as transgender as you like. Don't come talk to my kid about it. That's my child. I will program my child with my worldviews. I raise them. I pay for them. They're my kid. They're not your kid. And they're not the government's kid. Leave the kid.
Yeah. Well, he says a lot worse stuff.
He sounds very angry.
I don't know if he's just a character, put on a character.
That's
That's
he
really him.
honestly believes. That's honestly what he believes, because he believes
Hey,
that
Ashley.
he believes that for whatever reason, and I don't know where this right-wing narrative came from, that teachers are in the schools trying to turn kids gay or turn them trans. Teachers are trying to survive on that $35,000 a year you pay them, and then don't give them any supplies, so they have to spend money on that.
Yep.
You know, they don't have time to indoctrinate your children. I got a whole rant on, their whole take on slavery, but we'll move that to the side. But
Yeah, this guy's he just came out of nowhere, and like he gets the incel following because they love that type of stuff. Oh, it's a real man. Let's follow him. Oh, it's the women.
yeah, but
fault.
I'm
It's the
sure
women
they're
fault.
on the just there for the misogyny, because they have no interest in being husbands or fathers. They just think they're supposed to be able to hop from woman to woman to woman, but
I don't understand the hate for the other side. Like, I really don't. Like, there was a porn star woman who, I've probably said this before, who can't stand men, gets them on and calls them the R word, APISTS.
Wow.
Yes. And says that that's all they do to women. And I wrote to her. I got sick of seeing it on my timeline, and she was a friend. And I said, geez, why are you always shitting all over men? And she goes, if you knew anything about what I was talking about or paying attention to it, you wouldn't be asking me this dumbass question. So it pissed me off, and I called her. She wouldn't answer her phone. And she responded back on Twitter. So I called her like 3 times. Then she texts me and says, oh my God, I was taking a shit and you're here harassing me and stalking me. And I'm like, no, answer your fucking phone. You could have answered your phone. I'm trying to figure out why you would respond to me that way when I said, geez, you just shitting all over men.
Unresolved trauma.
Yep. Like, you're in porn. That's what you do. Why do you work with men then if you hate men so much?
Yeah, and that's the thing about social media, especially Twitter. Those people are the loudest, the people who hate men and the people who hate women. And they are the loudest, and people be agreeing with them like, what? Are y'all okay?
No, they're not.
Wonderful. I just can't understand the hate for men.
I don't understand the hate for women. They like there's men who truly hate women.
Yeah.
Like, do you just want a boyfriend? Just get you a boyfriend. Nobody's gonna judge you. Leave the women alone,
I think men that hate women to that level are so insecure around other men. You know how they say it rolls downhill? If you at the top of the hill and the ball gets bigger as it goes down. And I think they think they're never going to be at the top of the hill, so they just going to keep pushing it down. Because I that's the only reason that I can think of to have that level, unless you had a really wicked mother. But they when they stand amongst their peers, they can't compete, I guess.
And I hate to say this, but a lot of the women I see who hate men are like lesbians who don't even like men anyway. I'm like, why are you constantly talking about men?
Yep.
You have your girlfriend. Nobody's hating on you. Go do your thing. Why are you constantly bringing up men? We're not bothering you.
Trauma.
Oh, okay.
I guess so.
Because that's where daddy issues come from. because whether people want to accept it or not, a girl's first love is her father, and he shows her how men should treat her. And if he treats her like trash, that's what she will seek out in other men. My father treated me like a princess and then a queen, and so men avoid me like the plague. So, but that's true. A girl's first love is her father, and her relationship with men will be based on that and influenced by any other trauma she experiences from other men. So if she gets a boyfriend at 16 that beats her,
jeez,
Yep.
that's gonna cloud that picture even more. And then if she's assaulted when she's 20, that's gonna cloud that picture even more. So it and if she had a crap father to begin with, she's not gonna have a very good outlook on how to gauge men or what is acceptable from men.
Well, speaking of trauma and daddy issues, Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian broke up.
Yeah.
She looked pissed. Oh my God, did you see that look? She was
Mhm.
mad.
I couldn't
I'm talking
believe
about
it.
you, Marcy.
Yeah?
You looked mad.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, I really couldn't believe that they broke up, but it said that she was exhausted from, I guess, having to travel to go see him because their schedules just don't align. And then second of all, I read today that he thought that they were sort of incompatible because his age. She's what, 28? She's 41.
Yeah, and she's got 4 freaking kids.
Yep. And he has nothing. And he
That's a
wants
lot.
kids. And I almost wonder if that was a kind of stick in the mud for them because she's trying to do her thing as a lawyer, and now he says that his main thing is he wants a kid. So,
Why would you, if you want a kid, why would you even get involved with a 43-year-old woman with 4 kids?
exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Like, you're setting yourself up for failure. Like, be realistic. I hate when people do that. Like, when I was single, I don't want no more kids.
Right.
I'm going to get a vasectomy. So if you want kids, don't even come talk to me. Like, we're not going to be compatible,
And then all the tattoos he has on him of her. That would scare me. Somebody's getting tattooed 6 months in. That's
It wasn't even 6 months. It was like a few months in, and he was already getting.
Yeah, I guess it was. Just blows my mind that you're already, my girl's a lawyer on your chest, and then getting her kids' first initials of each of their names tattooed on his chest. That was a little weird.
Super weird.
I don't think it's weird at all. I think he's documenting his journey. I really, really believe that because I was always looking at his tattoos and they all seem so random.
Mm-hmm.
They all seem very random in connection to each other. I think he's documenting his journey. I don't think he'll regret that tattoo ever a day in his life because he knows what it meant and he will live in that moment. Because I think he has to live from moment to moment because he's had so much substance abuse in the past.
Yeah.
I think he has to live from moment to moment. And I think he wants to be able to look back at those moments and say, I was in a good, healthy place here. I was in a good, healthy place here. I was in a good, healthy place here. I truly believe that about him because I don't think he's as crazy as everybody tries to make him out to be because he owns his substance abuse. But I think those are like anchors for him where he can say, I was in a good place here. Let me go back to here. Because I couldn't figure out his tattoos either.
I don't think he's crazy. I just think he's a comedian. And I know most comedians have a lot of issues, and that's why they become comedians. So that's how I took it.
Yeah, he's got a lot of issues.
Depressing stories about their life.
But I don't think he'll regret those tattoos at all. I don't think he will. But the incompatibility is definitely there. She's an ex-wife with 4 kids, and he's 28, can do what he wants.
Yep. Running all over. Yep. So I heard that Kim Kardashian's mother was going to rep him. So I wonder if that ever happened, if he ever made her his manager.
That'd be super awkward if he did.
Yeah, it would, because how do you still be cool with somebody that was with your daughter and treat them? Not, I mean, he didn't, obviously probably didn't do anything to her, but that would just be an awkward situation.
Mhm. I don't know. Kim Kardashian must got the magic box.
So
Put it
child,
nice.
right. He must have a magic something too, because he's always with the hottest,
Yeah, he is.
so-called hottest.
But he didn't. What's the word I'm looking for? He didn't come out on top on this one.
Right.
He was getting, thinking long term, like, yo, I love her, arguing with Kanye. And speaking of Kanye, he, put in the Pete's dead on the.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. Like, stop. That's
But
lame
Pete
as hell.
Davidson countered. He's now in therapy, claiming that it's because of Kanye. He finna sue him.
I was suing for $50 million for damages. I was trying to figure y'all talking about, but I know y'all speaking on Skeet and Brad to the night. Yeah, we talking about Skeet. I mean, but I would definitely sue Kanye, especially if the relationship over. Oh yeah, all that mess you talking about, the whole video, or you claymation, you killing me, burying me. Oh yeah, I'm so hurt. I can't sleep at night. I'm scared of your fans. I'm traumatized. Oh. I need $100 million to feel better about life for security.
Yep.
Bro, tonight he's gonna okay. He's gonna sue him. Kanye might sell out of court, but he's gonna get something.
I agree with you. I agree he would settle rather than take
definitely.
it. Because I would tune into I didn't tune into the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp thing every day, but I tuned in enough to know what was going on. But if that happened, I would tune in every single day of that trial.
That is crazy, Marcy, what you just typed.
Yep. Have you seen that? Have you ever seen that person's Twitter?
I never seen their Twitter, but I just seen a couple videos. But but yeah, Kanye's going to come off some of that money.
Yep.
I would definitely sue. I'm so hurt. I'm depressed.
Now he's already in therapy.
Yeah,
so
I'm in therapy. I'll probably be in therapy for the rest of my life that you're going to pay for.
Yep.
Oh,
even if that's all he gets is the therapy sessions paid for, he can drag those out as long as he wants to. I can't discuss it. It just hurts too much.
Why he just sitting there chilling with his feet up, talking about, sports. Hey, I've definitely, you not finna go have the world calling me Skeet. That's not even my name.
Right.
You're not finna make up a nickname about me, make videos where you're killing me and doing all this stuff and not think I'm gonna get something back after I lost a girl. Oh yeah, for sure.
True. He'll probably they settle out. He'd make a ton of fucking money.
So yes, go ahead, Pete Davidson, get that money. You earned it. You got to smash a Kardashian and you finna get sue Kanye. Yo, that's a hell of a life turn. You can retire after that.
Yep.
Because I'm pretty sure that Kim was giving him some money. She's a billionaire herself. Let me get that deal.
Don't discount his millions.
Okay. Pete Davidson had a few million.
I know he don't have her kind of money, but don't act like, he's just,
I didn't say he was. That's a different level. When you're dealing with a whole family full of billionaires, that's a different level.
True.
I hate to say it, but because I really don't even want to say his name, but there's a comedian that described the Kardashians the best, and I agree with it.
I didn't say they was good. I didn't say they was good people. I'm just saying they got money.
That's what he said. They're not good people.
I didn't say they was good people. I'm just saying
they
got money.
shed their skins at night, like come out as devils and demons and whatever. And
Hey.
So, but I don't know. I couldn't take that. like I said, I had problems with my name being mentioned in the comments. I could not take the Kim Kardashian level of scrutiny.
Yeah.
I could not do it. Everything you do, every single thing you do is criticized.
And say and comment and tweet, and it is unreal. It's gotta be hard.
Yeah, I find it to be mission impossible. But there are some people who feed on that, who need that if they don't get that, they start to panic and wither and die. And that is really weird to me, because that seems like they're like sucking the souls out of other people. But worship me, see me, follow me,
Yeah.
And I don't understand that level of narcissism, but
And then once it goes away, or if it does, they're just destroyed.
well, that
Like I always think it has to be hard for boy bands or like Madonna of the past, who would go places and just paparazzi everywhere and people freaking out. Now Madonna's in her 60s. That has to be hard to go from the level she was at to now she's an older woman. Not so much demand for her.
the paparazzi are still after her. What people want is for her to act like she's 60 or whatever she is, and stop trying to dress like she's still 25. Just because I think Cher did it pretty well.
I was just gonna say Cher.
I think she aged gracefully through her career. Now she's just a bitter old woman sitting in her house ordering pizza and sniping on Twitter. But I think she did it well. I think she, because when she was younger, she wore the see-through stuff. And as she got older, she still kind of wore the clingy stuff, but it wasn't as see-through. I think she did it well. But Madonna seems to be trying to hold on to a youth that isn't there. And we would still love you, Madonna, if you let it go.
Right.
We would still love it. We would still love it. I would still listen to you. If you come to my neck of the woods, I'd still come see you.
Me too.
So that's not what we want from you. We don't, but that's where her mind is. That's where she's at. Let her do her.
Yep.
But
it's never gone away. It may come from that whole thing of shock value that she does it for.
Her box is treasonous. Kim box is trash. That Ray J flick was terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, because all she would do is go, oh, Ray J, shit, Ray J. And I thought, really, this is what people are going crazy for? This video right here? Wow.
Say I've never seen it.
I saw that part and I was like, y'all are making a big deal out of this girl.
Can you say it again, too? Can you do it again? What'd she say?
Shit. Oh, Ray J. Shit. Oh, shit. That was it.
Oh, my God.
I did hear that it was like, terrible, but
it was horrible.
All right,
I've never seen it.
With that being said, the host is Marcy Diamond. You can find her on Twitter at Marcy Diamond 2. Why is it 2? Because her second Twitter, they banned the first one. Follow her on TikTok at Marcy Diamond. Her website is www.pog.life. I am Roz Mixx. You can find me on Twitter at Roz_Mixx. My TikTok is Roz_Mixx. Don't expect a lot on there, but you'll find the most on my YouTube. Just search Roz Mixx, subscribe, and become a fan.
Don't expect a lot on there.
And you can find Kinshok on Twitter at Kinshok29. Tell her to start posting more. Just add her every day and say post something, and maybe she'll get to posting.
Tell her to post her feet more.
More.
Like
she ever did. Any last words before we shut it down tonight? I want to thank everybody for watching. Thanks for our support. Keep liking, keep subscribing. Shout out to Cardi B. I am Roz Mixx, and that's Marcy Diamond. That's Kinshok, and we are out of here. Have a